What's up, guys? It's Rose Live coming at you full effect. Y'all gotta study for this exam because, you know, one teacher told me about success. He said greatness comes from hard work, and that one teacher is Mr. Hernandez. So y'all subscribe, and if y'all don't subscribe, y'all ain't true fans. Y'all ain't gonna learn stuff. And y'all gotta subscribe to me too. Alright, I need them followers. I want that clout too, not just sir. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everyone? It's great to see y'all this week. So I wanted to talk about, should your grades and your test scores determine whether or not you get into the school you want, whether or not you graduate? Are they really that important? So I'm really going to dive into that. What do these test scores even mean? A through F, 1 through 100. I think ACT is like 11 through 36. 400 through 1800 or 1600. What do all these numbers mean? Where do they come from? Why are they like this? What are they really trying to test? So I want to dive into that. So let's get into it.
All right, so Helene and I, we just got back from a 6-mile run, so we're feeling kind of tired, but she's making dinner. And the question I want to ask you guys is, if you really like that food video, the one where I made hamburgers, taught you guys how to clean, if you guys really like that video, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you really want another video about us cooking something. And especially if you want me to cook it, or if you want my wife Helene to cook it. So here she is preparing dinner. There's our dog going crazy about dinner. Doesn't this look good? She's making some vegetables and chicken over there.
It's green onion and sesame chicken.
It's green onion and sesame chicken. So this looks delicious. I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I had this idea. About what do these grades mean? Why do we grade? And I think what I want to say is we grade you based off of not just what you know, because honestly, what you learn in high school is not relevant. It's not going to be relevant to your life at all for most things. Like, you don't need to know how to write an essay in your life. You don't need to know how to fill out the unit circle or solve rational equations. You don't need to know who the 23rd president of the United States was. And when I think about that, that's just, a lot of it's actually just like trivia. And it's not really a useful knowledge for adults to use. However, I will say this. It is useful knowledge for science and professionals to use. So I think that's where it comes in. But I think what I want to say when it comes to your grades, what we should grade is how prepared are you, how willing are you to complete your work, to complete your assignments in a professional manner. Because in secondary school and high school, I feel like we are preparing you to join a professional world, to become quote unquote adults. And when it comes down to it, I just think that that's what your grade should reflect. I know there are all of these different kind of levels and rules and different ways you can go with your grades. And I think my biggest critique about grading is, especially in a big school like ours, is how many different classes and teachers. There's not like really a uniformity. And you can see that with all the scores that I showed y'all. Like, there's this huge range of what you can do and what you can't get. And it seems kind of like crazy about like what one person says is 100, another person's going to say is an 80. And should that really affect you in terms of what you're going to do in your professional life? And I honestly don't think it should. However, what I think will fix that is if you had a separate GPA for your core classes and then a separate GPA for your elective courses. And you got to see, okay, how good is a person in art or in band or in ROTC or in athletics? Like, you have all of your electives. And then how good is a person in sciences and reading and history? And so you can see, okay, what kind of path should this person take? Are they really focused on what they want to do here in this kind of arts kind of world, or are they really focused in here in this academic kind of world? And I think when we have these two GPAs, I think that's really going to clear up a lot of the misconceptions, a lot of the ideas that we have about our grades. So that's my idea. I know in the end, I don't think these state test scores are the things that should determine whether or not you graduate. And I do think that compared to your peers, you should have a step over someone who has not performed the work at a satisfactory level. But in the end, I think it's going to take a lot of voices to change this. It's going to go all the way up to the education. I think that the people who control education in our government are not as connected to the boots to the ground students and teachers that are out there. I think you can lose focus a lot about what it's like to be a teacher or what it's like to be a student and what is required of us. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. And again, if you want another cooking video, let me know what you want me to cook or who you want to cook, if you want it to be my wife Helene or myself, Chef Hernandez. So thank you for staying with me for another week. My name is Mr. Hernandez. Keep working hard. Stay safe.